All right, folks. Thanks for checking out the video. I want to talk today about a WNBA head coach expressing shock that the first game with Brittney Griner of the WNBA season was not a sellout. So from Fox here, it says crowd size for Brittney Griner's WNBA return baffles coach. How was it not a sellout? Goes on to say here the Phoenix Mercury were on the road to start the 2023 WNBA season as the team took on the Los Angeles Sparks at the Crypto.com arena in Brittney Griner's official return to the floor. Griner had 18 points, 6 rebounds, 4 blocks, and 2 assists in Phoenix's 94-71 loss. But it was a big moment for the former Baylor standout as she returned to the court for the first time since 2021. She missed all of last season as she was jailed in Russia on a drug conviction. She returned to the U.S. in December as part of a prisoner swap for arms dealer Victor Bout. Because it was her return, Mercury head coach Vanessa Nygaard was expecting a much fuller arena. Here's a clip here from the coach.
I mean, it was great, but like honestly, come on, LA. Like we didn't sell out the arena for BG. Like I expected more, to be honest, right? Like it was great, it was loud, but how was it not a sellout? How was it not a sellout? But
Okay. Griner said it was nice to be back in a real game, but wanted to pick up the win. The arena could fit about 19,068, and about 10,396 people came to the game, according to ESPN. The Sparks' average attendance is more than 5,600. The team finished 13-23 last season and haven't been to the playoffs since 2020. Um, what I would say to the coach is WNBA obviously just isn't that popular. It's subsidized by the NBA. It's never made money. The league's been around for 26, 27 years. I think 1996 was the first year of the league, and in all that time, it still hasn't still hasn't generated a massive following. It's not profitable. It's propped up by the NBA. The NBA subsidizes the WNBA. If the WNBA had to stand on its own, it would have folded probably 20 years ago. Those are just the facts. Um, Now, looking here at the average attendance from 2022, which is the most recent completed season, you see here that there's only one team, which is the Seattle Storm, that had attendance of 10,000 or higher. Okay, we have 4 teams that have attendance under 4,000. So some of these teams are barely hanging on, and it's just not a popular league in the United States. There's a reason why, some people wonder why Brittney Griner was in Russia to begin with, and that's because a lot of the players in the WNBA play in a league in Russia where they make a lot more money than they make playing in the WNBA in the United States. And another thing to keep in mind here is that for most people, Brittney Griner is not a sympathetic figure. Brittney Griner was not fighting in a war. She wasn't doing charity work or anything like that. She was making over $1 million to play basketball in Russia. She violated their laws and she was put in jail. And it forced the United States to have to release a pretty bad dude, an international arms dealer, in order to get Brittney Griner back. And for most people, okay, maybe most people are happy to have her out of jail, which is fine. She's an American, but she, because she couldn't go a few months without doing drugs, we had to turn around and release this guy. So that'll be the most famous Brittney Griner ever gets. It'll overshadow anything she ever does in her basketball career. So to the coach, I mean, she obviously is in the league. She's at the games. She sees the sparse attendance at most of the games. And who knows how much of that is even paid attendance. I'm sure a lot of those tickets are comped, given away, and so forth. So she shouldn't really be surprised. The answer is obvious. So let me know what you all think. And as always, we'll see you on the next one.